By the time the 1980s came along, movie rentals ruled my living room through the magical machine called the video cassette recorder. My marvelous fascination with certain science fiction films finally led me to create my 5 sci-fi movie gems of the 1980s. Number 5, Dreamscape. Directed by Joseph Rubin and starring Dennis Quaid, Max von Sydow, Christopher Plummer, Eddie Albert, Kate Capshaw, David Patrick Kelly, George Wendt, and Corey Bumper Yothers. Instead of wasting his psychic abilities betting on horse races, an old friend coerces Alex into assisting with a government-funded research project where he enters into the dreams of another as a form of therapy. Alex likes his work so much that he eventually learns to make psychic connections without the machine. Unfortunately, some powerful people wish to use Alex's and others' talents for their own agendas.
We don't particularly want our involvement in this advertised.
The new agenda might mean the person needing assistance will never wake up.
Oh my God, Paul, she's having a massive coronary.
Code blue! Code blue! Get a crash cart in here right away!
Number 4, Firestarter. Directed by Mark L. Lester and starring David Keith, Drew Barrymore, Freddie Jones, Heather Locklear, Martin Sheen, George C. Scott, Art Carney, Louise Fletcher, Moses Gunn, and Antonio Vargas. During government research experiments while in college, Andy and Vicky met
Andy McGee.
I'm Vicky Tomlinson.
an experimental drug left them with enhanced psychic abilities. Vicky could read minds.
A nice compliment.
I didn't say anything.
And Andy could push others and bend their will to his wishes.
Drive.
I ain't turning down $500.
They later had a daughter nicknamed Charlie, who could light fires with her mind.
Now pull it back. Pull it back, Charlie. Pull it back, Charlie.
Now the secret government agency called the Shop is searching for Charlie to use her as a weapon.
Suppose lighting fires is merely the tip of the iceberg. Suppose we have a child here who someday is capable of creating a nuclear explosion simply by the power of her will.
But they are not aware of how powerful this youngster's talents are, or how volatile. Number 3, The Dead Zone. Directed by David Cronenberg and starring Christopher Walken, Brooke Adams, Tom Skerritt, Herbert Lom, Anthony Zerbe, Colleen Dewhurst, Martin Sheen, Nicholas Campbell, Sean Sullivan, Jackie Burroughs, Geza Kovic, and Simon Craig.
You could spend the night here.
Some things are worth waiting for.
While driving home from his girlfriend's house, Johnny Smith is involved in an auto accident which places him in a coma.
Johnny, don't leave me, please.
He awakens to discover that years have passed and the love of his life has married another.
She's turned her back on you. She cleaves now unto another man, a husband.
Johnny also discovers that when he touches anyone, he can make a psychic connection and perceive traumatic points in their lives, past, present, and future.
Your daughter's screaming. Amy's screaming. It's not too late. Your daughter's screaming. Hurry up!
As Johnny laments his life that could have been, he assists the police with unsolved cases and discovered that certain townspeople are more than a little dangerous.
You like that word, Elmer? Come here. Look at this.
Number 2, Starman. John Carpenter directed it, and it starred Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen, Charles Martin Smith, Robert Jekyll, and Tony Edwards. An alien life form travels to Earth on an exploratory mission in response to an invitation from the Voyager 2 space probe. The entity takes the form of a deceased husband to better manage his earthly interactions. Starman brought 7 small energy spheres with him, enabling him to perform extraordinary tasks.
Which way, left, right?
Here.
And their cross-country trek begins.
You really are some kind of Martian or something, aren't you?
With the government close behind, the entity and the widow take a wild cross-country ride before Starman can hopefully return to his prior existence. Number 1, E.T., the Extra-Terrestrial. Directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Henry Thomas, Dee Wallace, Peter Cahote, Robert McNaughton, Drew Barrymore, C. Martell, Sean Fry, Tom Howell, and Patricia Anderson Carroll as the voice of E.T. A gentle alien gets left behind during a visit to Earth. A young boy named Elliot meets the extraterrestrial. And a special bond develops between them. E.T. figures out a way to contact his people.
It's working! It's working! It's working!
The government wants to get their hands on ET and find out as much as they can. Can Elliot, his friends, and his family help ET return to his prior life? Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see in the comments section below. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel and check out my many other endless perceptions.